Terence Thomas Kevin Oleary, born July 9, 1954, is a Canadian businessman, author, politician, and television presenter. From 2004 to 2014, he appeared on various Canadian television shows, including the business news program Squeeze Play and the Lang and Oleary Exchange, as well as the reality television show Dragon's Den and Redemption Incorporated. In 2008, he appeared on Discovery Channel's Project Earth. Since 2009, he has appeared on Shark Tank, the American version of Dragon's Den. Oleary co-founded SoftKey Software Products, a technology company that sold software geared toward family education and entertainment. During the late 1980s and 1990s, SoftKey acquired rival companies such as Compton's New Media, The Learning Company, and Borderbund. SoftKey later changed its name to The Learning Company and was acquired by Mattel in 1999, with the sale making Oleary a multimillionaire. Oleary was soon fired by Mattel after the acquisition resulted in significant losses and multiple shareholder lawsuits. In 2017, he campaigned to be the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. He was a frontrunner in the polls during much of that time, but dropped out in April 2017, 1 month before the election, citing a lack of support in Quebec. In 1979, between the first and second years of his MBA program, Oleary was selected for an internship at Nabisco in downtown Toronto, and then worked as an assistant brand manager for Nabisco's cat food brand. Oleary credits his later success at the Learning Company to the skills he developed in marketing during his days at Nabisco. After leaving Nabisco, Oleary began a brief career as a television producer. With two of his former MBA classmates, Scott McKenzie and Dave Toms, both of whom had assisted on Oleary's MBA documentary, Oleary co-founded special event television Set. Set was an independent television production company that produced original sports programming such as The Original Six, Don Cherry's Grapevine, and Bobby O. In 2006, Oleary appeared as one of the 5 venture capitalists on the then-new show Dragon's Den on CBC, the Canadian installment of the international Dragon's Den format. On the show, Oleary developed a persona as a blunt, abrasive investor, who at one point told a contestant who started crying, "Money doesn't care. Your tears don't add any value." This television persona was encouraged by executive producer Stuart Cox, who during the first 2 seasons occasionally asked Oleary to be more evil. Dragon's Den became one of the most watched shows in CBC history, with around 2 million viewers per episode. Cox attributed the show's success in large part to Oleary's presence. In 2009, the American version of Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, began, and Shark Tank executive producer Mark Burnett invited 2 of the CBC Dragon's Den investors, Oleary and Robert Herjavec, to appear on the show. Both have remained with Shark Tank since the beginning. For several years, they appeared on both shows, although Herjavec left Dragon's Den in 2012, and Oleary left in 2014. Shark Tank became ratings hit, averaging 9 million viewers per episode at its peak in the 2014-15 season. It has also been a critical favorite, winning the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Structured Reality Program 4 times. Oleary's appearances on Dragon's Den and Shark Tank popularized the nickname Mr. Wonderful for him. He has said that he is often referred to by that name in public. Oleary has said that the nickname serves both as a tongue-in-cheek reference to his reputation for being mean, as well as a reflection of his view that his blunt assessments are helpful to misguided entrepreneurs. In a 2013 interview, Oleary implied that he could not remember how he got the nickname. He had already referred to himself as Mr. Wonderful in a 2006 casting video for Dragon's Den, predating either show. Besides his blunt persona, Oleary also gained a reputation on both shows for preferring deals in which he loans the entrepreneurs money in exchange for a percentage of future revenue, rather than taking a share of the company. Notable deals in which Oleary has been involved on Shark Tank include investments in Talbot Teas, later bought by Jamba Juice, and Groovebook, later bought by Shutterfly, the latter with Mark Cuban. Oleary has a holding company, called Something Wonderful, for managing his Dragon's Den and Shark Tank investments. Oleary co-produced and hosted the 2012 reality show Redemption Incorporated, which aired for 1 season on CBC, in which 10 ex-convicts competed to have Oleary fund their business idea. Having also been a co-host of Squeeze Play on Bell Media's business news network, BNN, he returned to the Discovery Channel on September 1, 2014 to join as a contributor for its radio and television stations such as CTV. On May 5, 2015, Oleary made an appearance on the game show Celebrity Jeopardy and received $10,000 for his charity despite finishing third and in negative points after both Double Jeopardy and Final Jeopardy rounds. In September of that year, Oleary appeared as a celebrity judge in the 95th Miss America pageant. In 2018, Oleary hosted the podcast Ask Mr. Wonderful, which ran for 7 episodes. In 2019, he began regularly posting videos on YouTube, again under the title Ask Mr. Wonderful. Oleary and his wife, Linda, have been married since 1990. The couple separated in 2011 but resumed their marriage after 2 years. Linda now serves as the VP of Marketing for Oleary Wines. They have 2 children. Trevor is an engineer at Tesla, while Savannah is a multimedia producer and filmmaker in New York City. In a 2016 interview, Oleary stated, "In a successful growing business, it eats your time alive. Then later in life, you can provide for your family things that many others can't have. But because you sacrificed, you're then given the reward of freedom." Oleary lives in Miami Beach, Florida, and Toronto, Ontario. He also maintains a cottage in Muskoka, as well as homes in Boston and Geneva, Switzerland. In a CNBC interview, Kevin mentioned that he has obtained UAE citizenship and become Emirati. Oleary is a fan of the football team the New England Patriots and claims to watch all of their games, even when he is traveling around the world, and the games occur during the middle of the night. He is a wine aficionado and belongs to the Confrérie des Chevaliers du Trastevin, an international association of Burgundy wine enthusiasts. He is also a lifelong photographer and has exhibited and sold prints of his photographs, donating the proceeds to charity. On August 24, 2019, Oleary and his wife Linda were involved in a fatal crash on Lake Joseph in Muskoka, Ontario when the two were on a boat owned by Oleary and operated at the time by Linda. Their boat collided with another boat and a 64-year-old man and 48-year-old woman on the other boat were killed. Oleary said in a statement that he was cooperating with the police investigation and that the other boat did not have its lights on and fled the scene. The police stated that both boats left the scene to attend a location and both parties called 911. On September 24, Linda Oleary was charged with careless operation of a vessel under the Small Vessel Regulations of the Canada Shipping Act, a charge that carries a maximum 18 months imprisonment and a $10,000 fine. The driver of the other boat, Richard Ruh of Orchard Park, New York, was charged with failing to exhibit navigation light while underway. On October 11, the Public Prosecution Service of Canada ruled out any jail time for Linda. On September 14, 2021, Linda was found not guilty of the careless operation of the vessel.